like this.
Tonight is our Divorce Proof Club live. That is a special night. It happens every Thursday night, and I'm getting much better, y'all. I am trying to get better. All right, so I think that we are going live. Yay! Tonight okay, so there it is. I'm getting much better at getting this stream up. Y'all, please forgive me. I started YouTube in 2007. I started my YouTube, and I just never did much with it because I was always dealing with face freaking book. And it was such a huge thing back then. Remember 2007 Facebook? That's when it came out.
Mhm.
And so I stopped, I started ignoring YouTube and going to Facebook and just never got back to it. Then YouTube advanced so rapidly. I was like, wait for me. I'm excited to have Jamila and Orlando with us here tonight. And I'm really, really, really happy for you guys to be able to see their progress. They are moving at the speed of lightning. Y'all, you're not even married yet. Look at you.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Like, I know you all will be able to teach others who's like trying to do stuff like these tools that you all are learning. I'm just so excited that you all are on this journey. How was your evening tonight? Now, we moved from vent into process.
Mhm.
And venting is one thing. Everybody thinks, I want to vent. I got to get my emotions off. I want to share. I want you to hold space. But what's next? What do you all think about up-level processing? That's the next step in this journey.
It feels like it's the meat in the potatoes. It feels like it's the meat in the potatoes. It feels like the venting was the tip of the iceberg, which was very important to set the container and to recognize who's speaking. But this processing part seems like it's digging past the surface, which is the problem. I mean, not the problem, but the resolution rather. So I was excited to get to this part.
Good. And Orlando, you're a man. You like to fix things. You know how men say, I don't want you to get emotional because I want to just fix it. I want to fix your emotion. Well, this is the fix, isn't it?
Yeah. This feels good because now we get to like understand like where it comes from, and then I can go and like do what I dig around and do what I can, so that not only I can like try and help fix it, but like not make like the same mistakes again if I know where it all comes from.
Right. And now, is the fix where you thought the fix would be? Because when men say they want to fix it, aren't they saying they want to fix the woman who's emotional
Yeah,
or the
fix
problem? Mhm.
her, change whatever it is. And this kind of feels like things can like stay where it's at, but we can approach it much differently. I don't have to change who you are or change the core of who you are to get some kind of solution.
Right. We haven't tried it yet because in class I said I wanted you all to do yours here. But I think this is what we have to do. Tonight, I would love for you all to do a mini vent.
Mm.
Then we're going to pull those triggers from the mini vent and process those triggers.
Okay.
How
Okay.
y'all feeling? Yeah, that's why I want to do that. Y'all got a vent for us tonight?
I do.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Do you have space for me to vent right now?
Yes, I do. You may go ahead.
Okay, I'm at a 8.
Oh.
I no one's done anything wrong. It's nobody's fault. This is my animal and ego speaking.
Hmm.
Um, I'm so fucking irritated and annoyed by the level of cleanliness that you think is clean. And then you're like, I did so much. You were out of town. I folded clothes. I washed clothes. But there's always so much more to complete when I get here. I'm so sick of you and Luna half-ass fucking cleaning around this motherfucker. And then like, it's clean. And I know that you have eyes, and I know that you see when I clean what it looks like, and I know that what you see when you clean what it looks like, and I know that we're all doing a lot, and I just feel like I pay a lot of money in rent, and if I'm paying fucking $3,000 a month, $36,000 a year. We should come home to a place that's comfortable, and I shouldn't have to go fucking piss in the bathroom that looks like a public restroom. I shouldn't have to see your fucking hair layer on the fucking sink and on the fucking floor, and your fucking toothpaste spit in the fucking bathroom, and fucking splattered shit on the mirror. Like, these are basic things. Very basic things that I know you can see with your eyes. And I know when you know, maybe I'm not the most top-notch tidy, but I know that when I clean, you know what the fuck it looks like. So I know you know the standard. I hate the fuck that you're gonna tell me I folded all the clothes, but I don't know where your shit goes, so I didn't put it away. Because guess what? When I fold clothes or when I put clothes away, I know where all of your shit goes because I've lived with you for 3 fucking years and I put it there. So it doesn't take but a very small ounce of effort to fucking just say, where does this go? Like, if I need to label shit, I will. But as a person who lives here, as an adult who lives here, even this fucking 10-year-old who lives here, everybody needs to know where everything goes. I am not the person solely responsible for my shit. Just like I can put your shit away. I can put Luna's shit away. I can put sheets away. I know where everything goes. Just like I know that the fucking hair doesn't belong on the bathroom floor. The fucking, all this shit on this fucking wood floor or whatever, aluminum, vinyl, whatever the fuck it is, doesn't fucking belong there. I know what it takes to take a fucking broom and sweep it across this motherfucker or a fucking vacuum. These are very small things that I'm asking for. I work really hard. I worked really hard for this place. I've been in really fucked up situations as far as like living spaces. It's taken me a long time to find stability by myself. No one's helping me. I don't get any handouts. No one's helping pay this rent. And so I think that I'm owed the respect of at least everybody having the same fucking expectation of cleanliness. So if I go out of town, you should take notes. And if I go out of town and you're like, I've done so much. I took the kid to school and I've done this and the clothes are clean. But I come home and all the fucking clothes are just sprawled out in the living room and I still have to come home and fucking put the shit away and fucking clean the toilet and fucking sweep the bathroom. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear how much you've done when you haven't completed the task. It's annoying. We all should want to live in a place that's comfortable. And for me, for my clarity, to even function every day, I need to wake up to a clean space. We could all do better at it, but I just need that when you make an effort, that the effort be an actual fucking 10 and not a fucking 6. It makes absolutely no sense. I just lifted up the fucking toilet seat and it looks like a public restroom. What the fuck? It's irritating as fuck. I've made this point a lot, and you say that you understand, or thank you for cleaning up. It looks so clean when you do it. Yeah, motherfucker. So get on board, my nigga. Clean up the way that I clean up. And it's not rocket science. I'm not asking you to be I've even invested in people coming to help clean shit up, organize shit on more than one occasion, including your closet. So if I ask you to keep it up, that is a small ask if I've invested in the person cleaning the fucking shit. We are adults. I don't like clutter. I don't want shit all over the fucking counters. I'm a clutterous person and I'm trying to get out of it. I'm trying to go to this bare minimum place, stop watching the game and take the fucking notes. And so if I need you to make sure that things are away, you're always making fun of me. People are coming over and now I'm scattering. Yeah, motherfucker, because there's a standard to which a 30 fucking something year old woman wants to live. And I don't want to have to scatter when someone comes over. But if I say, get the shit off the counters, put it in a designated place, please have enough respect for me to do that. As the head of household, as someone who has had traumatic experiences with keeping a place, being evicted, living with people, this is very fucking important to me. Keeping my space in a certain manner. Okay, that's my vent.
Thank you for venting. How can I soothe you?
So 1 moment. For everybody watching, he said, thank you so much for venting. Did y'all hear that? He said, thank you for expressing that. And now he wants to know how he can support her. Go ahead, go right ahead.
Can you repeat back for me what I said?
You said that you would like for me to clean at a certain standard that you feel is clean. clean in a way where you feel that is similar to how you clean and at a certain level. It's not about how the house was left, it's about how you came back to the house. And it's not really even about the amount that I've done. You want to see me do the full work in your eyes, where I everything is cleaned at a certain standard, and the job being finished in totality all the way through. What level are you
Now,
at?
you're going to wait for her to say thank you for sharing. When you finish, let there be air, let there be space. She's going to thank you for that repeat back. Thank him for sharing.
Thank you for sharing. I'm at about a 6.5.
All right. For everybody who's watching, she's checking in with her level. She started this vent at a level 8 of frustration, and her partner is brave enough to hold space for her frustration. And now he's given her a soothing.
Okay. um,
Oh, he's going to ask, how else can I support you?
You're at a 6. How else can I support you?
can you provide some empathy for what I'm saying, from where I'm coming from, for having a house that I worked really hard for and wanting it to stay in a certain space?
I can provide empathy for how you feel. I totally 100% understand how it feels to be living in a space where it doesn't feel like the cleanliness is at a level where is at a standard that I feel is important. Being in a space in your own space where it's clean and it feels good to come home. It doesn't feel doesn't feel good to be out in the world working, doing whatever the pressures of the world, and come home and not feel comfortable in your own home. This is a place of peace and comfort, and you should feel that when you come here, because that is what a home should feel like. So I empathize with you. I've also been in a space where um, it just seems like there's always something else to be cleaned because the person there didn't want to take the extra step to make sure like the whole job is done. And it just feels like whatever is left wasn't that big of a deal and can be done. And also, I can empathize with the fact that of like being paid attention to and just little things of just knowing where the things go because I pay attention to the other person. So I can empathize with how you feel.
I think you're supposed to bring up a time where
Um,
sorry.
thank, thank him for sharing.
Thank you for sharing.
Are
Well,
you concerned about the way that he delivered that empathy?
No, I just thought that empathy, you have to like bring up something separate than what we're talking about, where it triggered the same.
I did. I said that there's been times where I've
Oh,
been in a place where I didn't feel like someone did the extra step to clean up like whatever was left. They just
oh,
did some
okay.
work in all of it.
Okay, I didn't hear that. Thank you for sharing. I'm at a,
Now, one moment. When you tell him thank you for sharing, you take your pause. He's going to ask you,
thank you for sharing.
Welcome. What level are you at now?
I'm at a 4.
Okay. Is there any other way that I can continue to support and soothe you?
Yes. Can you answer an open-ended question?
Yes, I can answer an open-ended question.
God, you know I'm not good at this. I don't know why I asked this. um,
It's just a question that's not a yes or no.
so hard for me. Do you,
Ask a question
but
though.
but
is it?
she's trying to ask an open-ended question. Open-ended questions are not yes or no questions.
I
So
know.
she has to ask him something deeper, how he feels about something, what he thinks about something.
Mhm.
What do you think, or how do you feel about me um, being anal, or just being specific about the way that I would like for you to clean or for our house to look?
Um, Honestly, I can understand the level of cleanliness that you would want the house to be. I just also think that it's a bit unfair because you are a walking clothing tornado. You leave the reason why I honestly truly do try to get to everything in the house, But when you go to places like New York or you go to Costa Rica, when you're getting ready, what you do is you leave clothes everywhere and anywhere. So on top of going to get the kid, on top of editing and doing work for your studio, on top of cooking dinner for you, to then having to also clean up. It's quite it's not hard, but it's quite challenging to get to everything at the standard that you feel you want it to be at. So yeah, I can get it clean to the standard that you want to get to, but I have to then overcome everything that the way that you've left the house. I can understand like the bathroom could be a lot better. I just can't get to the bathroom because by the time I get to laundry, cooking, living room, bedroom, holding down the kid, helping her with giving her attention, helping her with her room or whatever she needs, I haven't had the time. And it's not a matter of standard or cleanliness. Really a matter of time, and I just can't get to everything because I only have 24 hours in the day. And so, yeah, I think I've also made it easier for you to clean because I've gotten to all these things. And all you really have to pay attention to is making the bed, putting your own clothes away, and the bathroom. And I have the whole of the house to take care of. But that's just how, honestly, how I feel. And it doesn't take away from understanding your point.
Thank you.
That's the end of my vent.
That was an event. That
I
was
mean, sorry, that's the end of my
it sounded like
answer.
a vent.
Sorry, that's the end of my answer.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes. Now, remember, when you ask an open-ended question, you're giving your partner free reign to answer with their ego. So that's what you have to expect with the open-ended question. You ask them, what did they think? So now, thank him for sharing.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Ask her, does that support her at all?
Does that support you at all?
Yes.
You don't have to say yes if it doesn't.
If it takes you up, you can say that
Yeah.
wasn't supportive. It actually took me up.
Okay, I'm still at a 4.
Okay, I understand that. How else can I support or help soothe you? I can also ask you.
She's at a level 4, y'all.
Can you ask me an open-ended question?
Yes, I can ask you open-ended question. Um, how do you feel about the work that I have done with keeping the space clean?
I'm really grateful for the work that you do. I'm really grateful for the way you show up. I'm really grateful for our meals. I'm really grateful for your support with Luna, you picking her up even when I'm not here. I'm grateful that I can trust you to do that. I'm grateful that you are attentive and loving to her like she is your own child. I'm grateful for your love and your words of affirmation. I'm very grateful for all of those things, for you supporting the studio and my business and me in more ways than 100. I am beyond like over the moon grateful for all of those things. We both have jobs in the household.
Mm-mm.
No, I can't do that.
Yeah.
We both have jobs in the household, and we have to perform those jobs in addition to keeping the house clean. And I am grateful, and maybe I should affirm those gratitudes more before showing so much focus on the bathroom and on the floors and on the things that I'm bothered by. I recognize that I could do that, but welcome to adulthood, baby.
Tell her thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing that. Does that help support you in any way?
Kind of. I'm at a 3.
Okay, I understand that. Is there anywhere else I can support or help soothe you?
Um, can you offer me a simulation?
What would you like me to simulate?
I would like you to say, um, I'm really grateful for our space and how beautifully it's decorated because of your decorative skills. And I am going to try harder at knowing where your clothes go so that we both can contribute to putting clothes away. I'm going to go try harder at not leaving my little fucking hairs everywhere on the floors and not leaving my spit in the sink and cleaning out the tub, the things that I know you're bothered by, because I know that these specific things affect your mood and your attitude and they drive you crazy. I apologize for telling you I don't need to know where your shit goes, and I'm going to make even harder effort at figuring it out and doing the things to complete the tasks, even when sometimes I do leave for a long period of time and there's a lot of duties to do. I'm going to try my hardest to at least clean up to your standard.
Okay. Mila, I appreciate you and everything you've done for this house and the rent that you pay. I I'm very honestly amazed at how beautiful you've made this house. It's literally HD HGTV or the home channel like level of interior decorating. Um, Mila Martha Stewart, of course. I will make way more of an effort to make sure that the house that you have provided for us clean and beautiful. I will make sure that I do things like wear a bonnet so my PZ and hair ends don't end up all over the bathroom and all over the place. I will spit anywhere else but the sink so that it's not all over the place and I'm not leaving like spit stains in the sink. Cleaning the tub is very important because how can you be clean in a dirty tub? Makes no sense, duh. And I want to make sure that I'm making where your clothes go a priority. After I do the laundry and fold the clothes, I need to make sure I know where your clothes go, and that needs to be a priority, like literally like DEFCON 5 priority of making sure I know where your clothes go.
Don't be a smart ass.
So I'm not simulating. So I want to make sure that I'm taking all of these things into consideration and also very seriously because I see the amount of emotion that you have behind it and how important it is to you.
Thank you for sharing.
And thank you. I hope that was helpful. Does that help soothe you in any way?
Yes, I'm at a 2.
Okay.
Wow, she's down from an 8 to a 2, y'all.
Is there anywhere else that I can support you in this moment?
Um, I'm gonna ask you an open-ended question.
Okay.
Is there anything that I could do that could make this easier for you? For example, getting maybe a little handheld vacuum in the bathroom so you could just clean up your hairs immediately after they're all over the floor on a daily basis, or maybe leave gloves and a sponge next to the sink so you could do that. Just, is there anything that I could do that could maybe assist you outside of when I leave for a trip and I may leave my clothes places? I can, is there, what ways can I assist you?
I think the best way to assist me is for us to just have specific room responsibilities. Like if you would take care of the bathroom and the bedroom, and I take care of the living room and the kitchen. Because to me, regardless of whoever leaves a plate in the sink in the kitchen, I'm cleaning it up without any questions asked. Whoever, regardless of whoever leaves a sock on the couch in the living room, I'm going to clean it up without any questions asked. So I think it may be easier if we have specific room responsibilities and also shed away the finger pointing of what people should do in certain spaces. So regardless of like how trash you leave the kitchen, I will clean the kitchen without any complaint. And so that is what I think would be helpful for us in that way.
Thank you for sharing.
Does that help soothe you in any way or support you in any way?
Yes,
Okay. What level does that bring you to?
a 2.
Okay, still at a two.
Still at it too.
Is there
That's
anything else
good.
to help bring you help you?
Um, um,
Empathy?
did we do them all? Empathy, repeat back, open-ended question, open-ended question.
I can support you too. Maybe that would be helpful.
Okay.
Reassurance.
Can you give me empathy, Kenya?
Oh, I definitely empathize with you. Oh my God. You just feel like that breadwinner who wants the person to really take their position and to the person who reaps the benefits of your toil to take their position and really understand that they have to go above and beyond and show because you're going above and beyond and showing and proving. So it's almost like why would the solution include me? Like I'm not, like my solution that I'm bringing to the table doesn't include you really. It's like I have to do this, you have to do that. It's like da da da. I get what you're saying. I empathize with you. Definitely been in that situation as a breadwinner woman myself. It's like, well, men get a wife. Like, and they get a wife, I guess, because they're a breadwinner. What if I'm the breadwinner? Can I get like wifely duties? Can I get, this is like it's hard. I understand and I empathize with him too, but I'm trying to empathize with you. Like wives have to do whatever it takes because they're in the home. When a man get in the home, it's like they don't have the same thought. Why not? We have that thought. So it's hard. It's excruciating to really not feel supported when you are doing what it needs to take to support and have a household, financially. So I empathize. I'm in the same position.
Thank you for sharing.
Does that support you at all?
It does. I'm at a one.
How else can we support you?
Can you give me a hug?
Yes, I can.
Oh, give me a kiss.
Does that help support you in any way?
Yes, I'm at a zero.
Yay.
Woo, that was a big vent. Orlando, how did you handle that?
You know, uplifting.
I mean, she laid it down, and I'm so happy. Like you're becoming a storm rider, Orlando.
Yeah, and
That's what the
triggers too.
what did you say?
I wrote down some triggers too while she was venting.
Good. And see, this is what it takes. Like this is the storm rider. This is listening and hearing your partner and soothing them. Do you have a countervent?
I actually do not.
Wonderful. Well, let's process her vent because we got to process those triggers. So I'm
Yeah.
going to open up a fresh document and share with everybody your processing. Now, remember, if you're watching this, this is up-level communication. It's really, really fun, right? Would you all say it's fun?
Yeah, it's fun to understand. It's fun to be able to have a space for your animal and your ego to vent. It's fun to know that you're not going to be in trouble or be
That part.
held personally against you.
Yeah.
It's fun to know that it's actually theatrical to vent. It's fun to know that all of the issues in which you project are actually your own.
Yeah. It feels more like a theater than like a battle that we're
Improv.
engaging. Yeah.
Improv. That's cute. Well, good. And see, I think men hearing you say that it is fun to hold space for the feminine emotion, it's a game changer. And I really appreciate your bravery for being here, Orlando. And you too, Jamila, for sharing out loud. You understand what you're going through. So let's look at, I'm trying to close some tabs because I'll be having 1,000 tabs open.
Because if I had to close a tab, I'm gonna forget what I was doing.
Me too. It's like my desk organizer.
Me too. And then my computer won't start, and I'm like, fuck. And if all the tabs close, then I'm so irritated.
I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing? Okay, well, good. We're going to look at this chart. Now, remember, everybody in the Divorce Proof Club gets my tools. And I think my tools are amazing because they're going to help this couple to literally process their emotion. Okay, so we're going to start with some of Jamila's triggers. Jamila and Orlando, do either of you all remember some of the triggers? I wrote yours. Your trigger. Oh, go ahead.
Based on this vent, right?
Yeah, based on this vent.
My trigger is coming home and things are not clean to my standard.
I wrote that down. Cleanliness for her. And standard.
What else?
Effort.
Effort. You feel like you're triggered when he's not making an effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really that he's not appearing to make an effort.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Yep, in your opinion. Okay. And what else triggered you? I thought you said something about
What were you gonna say?
I think you said something about everyone needs to know where everything goes.
Yeah.
It's like your trigger, it's not, it's more than the effort.
My trigger is
Your
not you saying I don't know, not knowing. My trigger is someone telling me I don't know.
Yep.
Oh, that's triggering for me.
Me saying that?
Yeah. I just felt it. It's very triggering for me.
Okay.
Why? Why is that triggering for you? I
It's
mean,
the
what is it? What is the trigger?
it's the fact that I can't I have to be perfect and I have to be on point. I can't just not know something. Like I have to be aware and know everything. And but if I do know everything or I think I know everything and then I make the wrong decision, then I'm also at fault. So I feel the trigger is like feeling like I'm in a lose-lose situation regardless.
But you don't know where everything goes.
But I'm saying I can't say that I don't know, and that's triggering for me.
But you don't even ask like, hey, can you
I
show
have,
me where things go?
but I have asked that before.
When?
I said, hey, if I knew where you let me know where things go, you told me to just pay attention and then I would know.
Okay. So
So,
that would be a part of his vent and a part of his
yeah.
Okay.
processing. So the one that I pulled out was I'm triggered when I feel alone in the caretaking of my life.
I don't feel alone in the caretaking of my life. I feel very partnered. I feel like there's a lot of contribution. I just don't feel like in this specific area that it is to the standard that it should be.
Well, you should also mention the other trigger, which is half-assing.
Hmm.
That's I think that would be more accurate of I feel triggered when I feel you're half-assing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was something that you said that you're 30 years old and you said that you want to live. You're triggered when you're not feeling like you have, it's a standard. Do we write the standard in there?
I feel like
Yeah,
I feel like all my friends have nannies and housekeepers and shit and very clean houses. And I would like to also maintain that standard without a housekeeper in my household for clarity.
that's that's interesting.
Yep.
That's how I feel.
Okay. Oh, you also had one more that I wrote down was having to take on someone else's emotions before your own.
What do you mean by that?
Like if you have to come and say, the house looks a certain type of way or it doesn't look up to my standard, I'm going to express that to you before I have to take on the fact that you've cleaned the house or I have to give you gratitude or something like that.
Like that bothers me.
Yeah, it bothers you that you can't even express yourself. You have to give to somebody else's before you can say like, hey, this really isn't that clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that. That's a good one to pull.
You
That
know,
she have to put your emotions first, even though she comes in the house, she's upset, but in order, she has to coddle in order to ever even get to her feelings. Uh-huh.
I was good.
Okay.
That was good. That's true.
That's very good. All right. So I think that that's a good amount of triggers here. So when we list our triggers, we're going to use the three-way mirror. If you want to know how to use the three-way mirror, you can easily read Up Level Communication, or you can come into Divorce Proof Club like Orlando and Mila have. So coming home and things are not clean to your standard. Is that a pattern?
I have a question. Can there be more than one mirror? Like more than one?
Of course.
I think this is a pattern and a proclivity and maybe a potential.
Yep. Secret hint, it's always all three.
Okay. Okay.
So how is this a pattern for you?
When I growing up, I had a lot of responsibility in my household. I'm the older sibling. My brother has Down syndrome. I was responsible for him a lot. My parents went out a lot, and I had to do a lot to be like, I had freedom, but I had more chores than any of my friends. I was like Cinderella. Like, I had to clean the kitchen a lot. And I also have like a thing where before people come home, I do clean quickly, heavily, because I think there's an expectation of whoever's coming home should come home to a clean house.
Who made you Cinderella in your house and why?
My parents, because they didn't want to fucking take responsibility for shit. Except,
Okay. Were you the oldest or was
yes,
there anybody else to help you?
no.
So she
Okay.
took the house and her little brother all at the same time.
Okay. So the pattern really comes from how would they behave when they came home and the house was not right?
I would like get cursed out and shit, like shit talk too.
Yeah. Yeah. So you see that she has taken on, like we say we don't want to become our parents, but, but we do because we are learning by watching them. So this whole coming into the house, she expects it not to be clean. She expects to have to say all this stuff. This is a scene from her life that she's very used to. Would you say that's true?
Yeah. But what I also say is true because of this pattern. A lot of times if you leave and you come back, is the house not clean?
No, not all the time.
Okay.
Well, you're so the pattern is dual. You're saying you put yourself under undue pressure because you learned that you had to do that. And also the pattern is,
20 minutes.
oh, go ahead. Mhm.
If Orlando's like, I'll be home in 20 minutes. I generally like frantically clean because this is my pattern. I'll be like, let me show you how clean I can get it in 20 minutes. Let me show you what I've been doing while you're gone. And not all the time, but I would say 90% of the time.
Yeah.
That is true.
So in order to avoid your parents' wrath, you cleaned up real quick, and B, you expect and act out your parents' pathology.
Both sides, yeah.
Yeah, when you come home. Yep. All
We
right.
yelled at the way her parents yelled at her.
Yep.
I wait.
No,
I waited 2 days to curse you out about the bathroom.
All right. Well, why did you say proclivity?
Because maybe I'm not always the tidiest, and it bothers me that I am not like super organized. But I'll like I could wait and I let it build up, and then I like go crazy. But on a regular basis, sometimes I feel like I have a lot on my plate. I'm doing a lot of shit. I'm taking care of a lot of shit, and so I don't always get to it, but I would like to.
All right. So she's really yelling at you. She's yelling at herself.
But I
So,
gotta.
she doesn't like that part of herself. So, she went to the bathroom.
yeah, but I pretty much know her. I think I could finish this out for her.
Why did she say this is a potential?
Um, so it's the fear of living with somebody and like this being how they're going to be forever. I think, oh, well, not I think she's lived with somebody before, and they weren't really the cleanest, and it got to the point where things were got so bad, they had to like split apart and he had to move out. But it never got to the point where he changed and got clean before that. So it's like, is if this is going to be a forever thing, you're not wearing any pants to come down. If this is going to be a forever thing, then is he going to be? Am I going to be like this untidy or this like dirty or not live up to this clean standard for forever? Because the person before that she lived with never got to that point.
Okay, so that's a pattern. Why did you say this was a potential? I thought you said potential because you wish that it was okay for you to just sit around and not feel all this pressure like he doesn't feel this pressure.
Oh, okay. I thought potential was like she was worried about the future of of like me being like this.
No, in terms of that's a pattern where she's been through this.
I,
Okay.
I I said potential because I mentioned that I have friends that have housekeepers that their
Mm,
house is always super tidy, like a fucking magazine.
yeah.
And I go over there and then I'm like, I see that and then I come here and I'm like, there's probably a level of projection and jealousy that they have.
Yeah.
And I would like our house to be at the same standard, even though I don't have a housekeeper.
I'm not a housekeeper.
And Orlando's not a
Not a housekeeper.
housekeeper.
Good.
So
That's good.
I like his cleaning abilities to be to a housekeeper standards. And
How many jobs you want me
he's
to
just a
have?
man.
She would like for you to actually go to housekeeping school and
While I'm also the chef of the house and also the mathematician, because I'm the one that does the kids' homework. Like,
Not the fucking housekeeping.
yeah,
Do they have a housekeeping
yes,
school,
they
Kenya?
do.
I think so. Yeah. Why not? They have etiquette school. But the thing is that she not gonna get none of that until she cleans up this pattern. Where is the pattern happening when we talk about patterns? Is happening within us. These stories are already in your mind that your house is not clean, that you have to frantically clean it up, that you're going to get in trouble if it's not clean, that it's never clean enough. Like all of those things came with you from age 7, age 14. That is going to be a melee when people come home. That is, all of that. So these are your old affirmations. Basically, you learned I am at fault.
And that people are judging me. If people come over and it's not like people are judging me. I,
Yeah.
I'm always thinking that people are talking shit.
Yeah. And she thought that before she met you, Orlando. So it doesn't matter what you do. And then the next thing she really believes is that um I am
Possible.
I'm not clean. That's what her parents taught her. If they were yelling at you and saying this and that is not right, Cinderella style, that means you learn I'm not clean,
Mhm. And
right?
responsibility falls on me.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
And
possible.
it's all my fault.
Nobody's doing anything, but if I didn't do this one thing, it's still my fault.
Yep. And then you also learn your old affirmation was it's a melee when we walk in the house. That melee that happens with you and the feeling and the tension, all that, that's a learn. You saw that 100 times, didn't you?
What's a melee?
When your parents walked in the house and there was a problem, was there a melee?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
like an issue. Yeah.
Yes. So there should be and are usually a melee
Oh, that's how you
when
spell
coming home. That's a program.
It's
it.
kind of like the quarrel before the fight.
Hmm.
Yes. You expect that.
And also, I'm expecting when he comes home and sees that the house is clean, like, oh, wow, the house is so clean.
Ah.
Do that. Yeah. When I clean.
Because it doesn't look like when I clean. But
Exactly.
when you come home, you notice, oh, it's so clean. It looks totally different than when I left, when I do clean.
Yeah. Well, you have a lot of affirmations running. These are programs. These are the old programs that are running, and this is what you believe is true. So until you change these programs, that's like deleting the app.
Mm.
You
Mm.
got to delete these apps. They running, running, running. You know how people pick up the phone and just close all these apps.
These are all the old tabs that are
Yes.
Me and Kenya have all the old
still
tabs
tabs
open.
open.
Let me message for Kenya.
Your
I
shit running slow. Your stuff running slow. It's not.
exactly.
So as you delete these apps and replace them with new affirmations, like
I am not your
my,
dad.
what did you say?
I told her, the affirmation I told her before was, I'm not your dad. I'm not your parents.
Well, what is the real new affirmation from what your parents taught you about your value? What?
You, I'm not it's not my fault when, I don't know, things aren't the way I want them to be.
Right. I mean, what about I am enough?
Yeah, there you go.
I am clean enough. I
Hmm.
am good enough. And everyone sees my intrinsic value.
Hmm. My efforts are noticed.
My efforts are noticed. My house is a palace of cleanliness.
It belongs on HGTV.
Yes, it belongs on HGTV. So these are the new apps that you're going to download.
Okay.
Mhm.
But it's too much space on your computer. You got to delete these old ones in order to get the new thing. You can try to change him all day and send him to housekeeping school but your programs, if they still run in the house, can be clean as hell, and that melee has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you expect.
Okay.
Good. I am so excited. Now, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about looking at this a new way? Remedies are next week. We are going to give you the remedies like emotional freedom technique, lacing,
Hmm.
inner child work. This is how you delete the programs. We're going to do that together next week.
I love this. This is great.
I do. This is
Why do you feel so exuberant, Orlando? That wasn't even your thing. Oh, is it because she's not going to look at you to change in order to get herself feeling right?
no, I'm looking for change.
I mean, I think it's not that I can't change, it's that the pathway to the change has been very like a melee and very hostile and very
Aggressive.
like aggressive. And when you're doing that much to make sure that hey, she notices like look babe, but look at the stove. Look how clean the stove is. And it's like I don't give a fuck about the stove. My shit is not away. And it's like but I work so hard on the stove so you can see it. So it's like when I think this would help, like certain things be noticed, and then that would give me even more motivation to take care of other parts of the house, like and put my like instead of putting the 24/7 effort to it, I put a 25/8 effort towards it, like to make sure like these things are like done. But
Yeah.
when it's not viewed that way, and I'm viewed like a Cinderella or a housemaid, and it's like I can't compete with your friends' housekeepers. It's like that's why I feel like it's a lose-lose situation because I'm putting a position against people that I can't compete against.
Right.
Like housekeepers don't live with you; they don't have to also like cuddle your friends and sleep with your friends and make sure they're take on other emotional aspects of them. They just have to come clean, leave. And if that was my only job and I didn't have to like do anything else for you, then yeah, maybe I would be, the house would be spotless.
Right. But you're focusing on your vent that you didn't do.
Mhm.
In her case, there's nothing wrong with the motherfucking house.
Yeah.
It's that she has these built-in expectations and a built-in wrath, an invisible wrath that's gonna come for her. Who
Mhm.
cares what the house looks like?
Right.
She only cares because of her parents' disposition.
Hmm.
So that's something she has to work on.
And I think our inner child sometimes conflict. Like I have this complex. His is like, don't blame me. Look what I've done. Give me
Yeah.
gratitude for what I have done. And I'm like coming in like his mother, like my own mother or father. And I'm like, what the fuck have you done? And he's like, whoa, like, can you even see what I have done? And a lot of times I can't because my parents didn't see what the fuck I had done.
Yes.
So I'm like, I have a standard that is some like it's conflicting with each other. Our inner children are sometimes like, yeah,
And you
opposing.
all, that shows that you all are also perfectly matched because the conditionings overlap that you have to clear up. So if she wasn't triggering your thing of, the blame, people are blaming me, oh, it's all my fault, I got to do better. She's she's triggering that perfectly. And you're triggering her thing. The house is
Oh,
not clean.
is that what love is?
Yeah.
I be trying to tell people that's all love is. That's why it's so ugly.
Triggering each other.
That's what love is. The biggest trigger is who you're most attracted to.
And usually the triggers is what we run from.
Yes.
I wanna
You
deal with
trying to
it.
find somebody who won't trigger you. You
That's
will never. If you do, you won't be attracted to them.
Mhm. Yeah.
You'll be like, nah, they're too nice. I be hating when nice guys, quote unquote nice guys, are like, people think we're too nice. That's not true. You just aren't going with the women who, you know what I'm saying? This women triggered by you.
Mhm.
You're looking there. I think those men are looking for a certain look.
They're
But it's
not
a lot of women who would be loving them and be in a relationship with them. But anyways, I want to do one of your triggers before we go.
me. Let's look at the list.
Ah,
My number, you ready?
yep.
My number one biggest trigger is being ignored. Yep.
All right. And where in that story was she ignoring you? Why did you write that down?
Um, Ignoring the effort that I made.
Okay. So you were triggered when she ignores the efforts that I make. Great. So is that a pattern?
Yes.
Is that a pattern? Okay. Tell me your story of when that has first happened with you.
When I was a kid, I never got to express myself. I was always shut down, and I took that as a way of like my emotions or how I feel or whatever I have to say is being ignored. I really didn't really get to speak or express myself in the magnitude that I got until I actually met Mila. So anytime that allows me to, allowed me to speak and really express myself on a very deep emotional level. So when um, it gets to the point where she's ignoring me about something, then I feel as if I'm losing the person that finally gets me to speak, and I'm never gonna find this again. So it's like I finally reached this place where I feel great and it feels good. And if I lose it, then I'm never gonna get it back because she's the only one that has it.
Wow. So I hear a few more conditionings in there, but let's stick to this. This is great. You never got to express yourself. You were always shut down. Whatever you had to say was ignored. But what about your efforts?
My efforts were really also recognized. Is always being well, the thing is like my mom had a very tumultuous relationship with my dad, and I was just like always a trigger and a reminder to my mom of my dad. So anything that I did do was never good enough because she was always focused on what could she be mad about when it came to me because she was angry with my dad.
Same.
Wow. So there's no way you could have won. It was a no-win situation.
Which is why the lose-lose situation is so deep and like really affects me a lot
Oh
because
my
I have to be right and I have to know what's going on and give the right answer. And if I don't give the right answer, then it's going to be a problem, and then that re-triggers the always being wrong in
God.
regard to whatever I
And
did.
if you do give the right answer, you're still your dad's child. So it's
So
still,
going to be on. Well, you did this, but you didn't do this.
wow. So that's why we're talking about a hair in the bathroom, because your pattern is that there was no win.
Yeah.
A
So
hair in the bathroom is gonna be there. It's probably gonna be there after you cleaned up because you cleaned in the bathroom.
I did clean. Funny enough, I did clean the bathroom. I cleaned the tub right before she came home. So, and then the only reason why the hair is there is because she took my hair out, and then I had to go in the bathroom and like do
Baby,
that.
that hair,
It
there's
was just the
plenty
whole
of
thing.
hair there. That is not from when I got here.
It's just a whole thing. But the point is, it's like this consistent cycle of like um, being perfect, and regardless of my perfection, um, the illusion of being perfect, and regardless of that, there's always going to be something that's shown that shows my imperfection.
These are the affirmations. These are the apps. Look at the apps you're running. I have to be perfect. No matter what I do, I lose. There will always be a flaw in me.
Life
Mm,
is unfair.
Life is not that is not fair.
Mhm.
Life is not fair. These are running apps. And so your reality, you look into your reality and there are those proofs, right?
Mhm.
So when we heal, we're going to do EFT. You understand? We're going to do lacing. We're going to do inner child work. This is the only way. That's why they're telling men, you got to go to therapy. You got to go to therapy. But I don't know if therapy be doing this.
Right.
This
And
is not something we can talk away.
right. And funny enough, I've had to the I have to be perfect was one of my like old ones. And I've actually before we started this, I've had to say to myself, I am perfect regardless of what I do. That's actually have been like one of my affirmations before we started the program, but I've changed like what perfection looks like to me. So it's like regardless of what I do, I am still perfect and I'm fine and I'm great.
Mm-hmm.
I have greatness within me.
Yep. Okay. I put perfection means constantly growing.
That's
What
actually
is
the nail on the head. That's actually what I would say.
all right? I love when people make that little shift of what perfection actually means.
Mhm.
Because a tree is perfect because it's constantly evolving,
Yeah,
right?
and I'm always willing to evolve, so that's why I've like viewed like that's where the perfection in me comes from. That fact I'm always willing to listen, learn, and grow.
Okay. So life is so fair to me. I am always recognized and celebrated.
Hmm.
These are new programs that we're gonna put in, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Look at how easy this is. Look at how clean and neat that is.
Hmm.
Look at how these stories fit together. Wow, I'm so in love with this. You all, let me tell y'all something. Next week and the week after, that's when we're doing this actual inner child work, the actual ceremony of that. You all are going to see a lot of shifts in your relationship.
I'm
Thank you.
excited.
Yeah.
Me too. Thank you all so much always for being here for the after party. This is the Divorce Proof Club where we do this with 7 couples. I'm about to enroll in Divorce Proof Club again, maybe in July or August. I do it whenever I want to. I do it whenever Spirit tells me to. Like, I
Yeah.
don't work for anybody but myself. And for these couples, for this world, for these people who want love to be sustainable. And it is sustainable with the right tools, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
All right. Well, I'll see you all next week. If you all have any questions and you're watching, you can always go to progressiveloveacademy.com. And if you want to know more about Uplevel, go to uplevel.com. If you want to see me on their podcast, Milah and Orlando have a podcast. Tell them about that real quick.
Yes, it's called Love Like This. It's about the before, during, and after of falling in love. Feel like we all need some level of guidance, and we just talk about our experiences of what we've been through, gone through life, and the tools that we've achieved throughout that, from up leveling from our own
The ones that
experiences.
we're figuring
Yeah,
out.
we're
We're
all figuring
figuring
it
it
out.
out.
So we just want to talk about our own things and just hopefully, not hopefully, but it ends up being relatable to everyone, and that we're all in this together. So we just have a group of listeners that we call a group of lovers, and we're all just in this together trying to figure out love and not, and the basis of it all is to just not do it alone.
Wow. Costa Rica is on board and on deck. I want to
Yep.
put up some stuff about that. Are y'all still going to Costa Rica?
We
Yep.
sure are.
Couples retreat.
June, the couples retreat, Tantra couples retreat in the Caribbean side of Costa Rica, the 14th
June 14th to
to
the
the
19th.
19th. It's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
our couples retreat.
fun. We're gonna be doing fun shit, sexy shit, and it's super deeply discounted right now. So if you're looking for a lovers trip in June, come
Mm.
join us.
And we take care of you from beginning to end.
All right. I'm gonna have to find out about that discount. I may need to be there.
Come,
Thank you all.
bring one of your lovers, or all three of
Bring
them.
all of them. Yeah, we can figure it out.
Right, but that would cause me to pay more. I just bring
We know
one.
we're gonna hook you up because you're helping us out tremendously.
Right, right. We need you there. But no.
We
You're gonna be a
we will
facilitator. Like, Kenya, let me ask you a question.
need to talk about that very seriously. I would love to go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'd love to have you there.
Yeah. We'll see y'all next week. Bye, everybody.
I never knew there was a la 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 like this.